Hey, like, share, subscribe, y'all. Help me grow this channel. And I know that if y'all like it, it gets in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? So like and share, y'all. Help me grow this thing, man. Alright. Get this show on the road. What up, everybody? How all is doing? Hope all is well. And if not, you can get back on track sooner than later. So you can act your thing. You know what I'm saying? It's all about information, understanding a little bit more than yesterday. What we know today, we know a little bit more than yesterday. Understanding, you know what I'm saying, is everything, right? So my question is this. Are we living in a simulation? That's the question. That's the question. Are we living in a simulation? Think about it, yo. We're discovering the fact that everything is energy, right? And energy never dies. You know what I'm saying? So once you transcend from the avatar, you go into the other existence that's on this plane within this simulation. We're gonna go through a few things. I'm just thinking about this concept of life that we are. You know what I'm saying? And the idea is that we are. You are just an idea. Think about it, Joe. You remember, we are all energy. Energy is everything. So now it's like, we all on this planet, but with the different frequencies, right? We call this a planet, but think about this. It's a plane nets, right? A plane of nets. But the nets are different frequencies. And within each frequency, that's where we live. Within different frequencies. You know what I'm saying? In all the different dimensions that exist here. On this planet, on this earth. In this whole entire simulation, this system that we call life. Because remember, once you're born, then you start and the game is on. But think about it, yo. We're on a plane of nets. From the third dimension all the way up. Because the first dimension is just the idea, right? The second dimension is in the womb, and the third dimension is here in the present. You know what I'm saying? And the fourth dimension is in the thought plane, and the fifth dimension is higher and higher. The fifth dimension and sixth and up all these different dimensions. You know? But like anything, you're gonna grow and learn as you grow. Seek and you shall find. The answers are there, but you have to ask the right questions. You know? And for a long time, I've been just cultivating ideas and cultivating questions, cultivating things about life that we're living. You know what I mean? So here we have this setup. All different frequency, different vibration. And I feel like we are all on different dimensions at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And even when you go into the dream world, you go off into a dream, you're having that experience of that dream. And you're living that life in that dream. It's you, it's this earth. But the scenarios, is it one of the scenarios that right here in the third dimension, it thought of, but then it followed through? So now in the dream world, right, it consists and it's going through. You feel me? And you living that out and see how the outcome is that. We all have an experience, right? But as existence is going and creation is going, things go down. And now there's a set of people that want to control the world and govern everything. And it's so deep that they govern your mentality, govern how you think, how you feel. So they call it the government. They govern each individual for that ultimate control, right? And you can tie it into what's going on with the wars, the inflations, what's going on with the economy, the ups and downs, even the simple gas prices. They can control it, but yet they say they cannot, and they do all these things. You know what I'm saying? So you can see that it's a game, and they set it up, you know, to make it. So instead of building with aborigines of lands, native of lands, instead of coming together and building, they took over and control. You know what I mean? And now look at the way of life. Look at how life is set up, and you tell me if this is not a simulation. Because I'm just asking the question, and I'm just holding the vibe. Just look at how life is set up. You can't exist without being born. Now, there's rhetorics and talks that there are actually beings that's on this earth that has no form, has no avatar, but they do exist because they existed before the time of the control, the time of people taking over, but they existed before those times. You know what I'm saying? We are gonna vibe until we get the ultimate connection of the different dimensions, the physical, the spiritual, and see how it goes. Because a lot of stuff don't make no sense, but we've been lied to for so long. We've been lied to for so long. What it is, but the lies are the setup to have you run in the simulation. Think about it, John. It's the setup to have you run in the simulation. Yo. Think about it. You're born and you see what's going on. Now, people's mental is governed. Means they're being told what to do, told what to live, told how to eat. Right? And we're not going to get into how they're tinkling with the food, tinkling with the earth, with the air that we breathe, tinkling with everything that exists just to get an edge, you know? But one thing, at least I'm still learning and understanding the power that we have and that exists within us, you know? Because the avatar is the avatar, but your soul and your spirit is that frequency, that connection, that energy that controls the avatar. You know what I'm saying? So, understanding that different energies that you have. We all have a different frequency. That's why we move how we move. And finding people that relate, they're on the same frequency. That's how that go. You know what I'm saying? But the energy signature, that's what you're about. And you're going to move in accord. You know what I mean? But think about it. Everything is already set up. You're born, right? Then most countries got that religion thing going, so you got to participate in that. Then the school system, you got to participate in that. Then after school, when you're old enough, you have to work, participate in that. You know what I mean? And whatever society sets up, for example, how the money situation is, everything started with bartering, you know, right? But the powers that be are so slick. In those times, before money, they had to figure out a way how to get control of commodities. You know what I'm saying? Because commodity is what the people need for their survival, their necessities. Just thinking back, and all this time, they had to set up this game, set up the way things are now. That there's no more bartering at all. It's just all about the Benjamins, the money system. And that's what's keeping the people back and holding them back from really striving. You know what I'm saying? Because the way it's set up on the settings of life, without money, survival is very difficult. And we all want to live, we all want to survive. You know? First of all, we don't even know that we're in a simulation, is a game and it's playing on us, and we're just here to have an experience, learn, and move on to other experiences. Why is that? Because we're born into this matrix mind game where information is kept back. And it's all about the powers that be, how they set things up under civilized. Nature is natural and wild, right? But for control, and control of people, the civilized. Simulation been running so long, people are so controlled, right? That when you think outside the box, people look at you weird. You know what I'm saying? When you think opposite from what's going on, people look at you weird, right? But when people that's on your frequency, feeling that vibration that you're feeling, then slowly it grows and other people start partaking in conversation and information spreading about, because it's a frequency and it's a vibration. And what we learned this year, that the answer is to put all the information in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the vibe is going to hit you and you have to just download it and take a vibe. If you're not busy surviving, you're going to hear when it's time to receive. But that's the trick to this game, to keep us busy surviving, because we're in life, right? We have to look a certain way, and we have to be doing this and that. And then the time, because by a certain time in your journey, you're supposed to have this, you're supposed to have that, right? The simulation is set up, and if you don't have that, you look like a failure. If you're not striving for anything, you look like the failure. What if you just want to breathe and enjoy the air you breathe, and that's it? That's your life. This is your experience. You know what I mean? John Lewis Star. But you know what, at the end of the day, just gotta be yourself. As you move along, learn and gain information and pulling in information. Just gotta be yourself. Translate that information that you're receiving and put good use to that. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a thinker. I've been thinking ever since I've been thinking. And now, this podcast is a way of just expressing how I feel in certain situations. You know, my name is Conscious Life, so I'm aware of this life that I'm living, and I'm aware of the life that we're all into. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna have some conscious conversations about life. And I'm just asking a question on this vibe. Are we in assimilation just from observing the settings to our everyday life? Think about it. Just get down. Then they got to vote. They got to vote for someone to govern how you think, how you supposed to feel. Because remember now, right? Life is natural and raw and wild. But now they're in control. They have these laws or a set of things that you can't do, or and if you mistaken to do these things, then they put you in a different dimension, the hell and shit. John Lewis style. But are we in a simulation though? You know what I mean? Think about that. Remember enough. We exist in all these different planes. You know what I mean? In this bubble or this net, call it Earth, right? And it's crazy. It's so deep. The information is just vast. But think about that. We are in a bubble, a firmament, the air bubble, a firmament, and nobody gets out. We are all in here, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? The simulation isn't like an air pocket. You know, they say this in a cell is like a world in its own. Each cell in your body has so much life within that cell. It's almost like we are a copy of the universe, a micro copy of the universe itself, with all the life and the living that's within us, or I should say within the avatar. Just like the earth is a living energy, a living signature with us within the earth, giving it life. Man, that's why I like holding the vibe, you know what I'm saying? Just thinking about things like that. You know? And this simulation that we're living, we're going through, is set up. But now, your life is the idea within the simulation. You get to exist and experience your life. Experience whatever you want to do. Experience this. Experience everything. That's why we're here. That's why we came down. The Matrix mind game is playing a game on us. But throughout your life, you hear statements and you hear rhetoric. And they say with age comes wisdom. the older you get, the more understanding comes to you. And with all this understanding, that's more knowledge and information that's there. Translate and make sense of this thing, you know what I mean? So all my thoughts, everything wrapped up. And yo, it gets so deep that, what they say? You have a certain amount of time on your journey, on your experience. I don't know how true that is, because we all, on each and every one of us, don't know when our time is up. But when our time is up, our time is up. You know? So, doesn't it make that soul contract true that everything that we want to go through, the goals, the ideas, and the dreams, and the life that we live, we're chasing, it was almost like it's written down. And now you got to go through it. That's why everything is everything, right? Think about that, yo. And everything that happens in your life is meant to happen in your life, good or bad. But being aware, you want to have that good vibration. Staying on point for everything that you do. You want to vibe high and vibe good. You want that good feeling. And the obstacles are people that's lost in the sauce and come and try to throw you off. Try to get your energy and try to vibe on your level, but if they're not on your level, then you're not going to see eye to eye. That square peg in a round hole, try to put it through. You let me know if that works, you know what I'm saying? But that's how they got us, with this Matrix mind game. Because first of all, everything is in our mind. They don't tell us that though, because everything is physical that we'll look out and see. But they don't even teach us about the pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? Our satellite system that connects to the cosmos. It connects to the different nets, to the different planes, the different frequencies, you know what I'm saying? The different dimensions I'm talking about. They don't never teach us this. Why? But you know one funny thing I heard though? Nothing before its time. Nothing comes before its time. So the information that's hidden shall come when it's the time. All of this is a simulation anyway. It's all set up. It's all done and did. Negative and positive energy. Without a negative and positive energy, none of this would exist, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Think about that for a second. Negative and positive, you know, electric. Electric is a negative shock. You know what I'm saying? So, just holding the vibe, asking the question, are we in a simulation? I say it sure is. It sure looks like that to me. You know what I mean? What y'all think out there though? What y'all think out there? Alright, y'all. And on that note, I will catch you on the next one. I will catch you on the next vibration. Drop a comment though, yo. Drop a comment if y'all feeling the vibe. Let me know what y'all think though. Are we in a simulation? The way things are, the way it is. You tell me what it is. You know what I mean? Do remember, y'all, stream CLP. Got beats and all streaming platforms. You want to hear some more instrumentals, you want to catch a vibe, some stuff I've been working on. Volume 25 is dropping on the 28th. So look out for CLP Got Beats, Volume 25, genres, the instrumental series that I got out there. And now as MCs or just content creator or someone looking for background sound to their video, tap in, beatstars.com/CLP. Profile, CLP Got Beats. Got tons of instrumentals up there. Use code MAJOR for a major discount. Other than that, I will catch y'all on the next one. CLP, we out.